Welcome to the video Monitoring Services. In the previous video, we added Nagios hosts. In this video, we will look at defining service to monitor HP Jet Direct printers. A service in Nagios defines a particular test which should be running. At a minimum, you need to define a name for the service and the command to run in order to monitor it. Similar to hosts, it is defined within .cfg files in etc nagios3 config.d or subdirectory. At a technical level, there is no difference between a .cfg file that defines a host versus one that defines a service. They are split in Ubuntu's default configuration just for ease of management. If you want to, you could have a single flat .cfg that defines all hosts, services, and users. Now let's see how to do it. Again, I like to split my services into a subdirectory, so let's look at defining a service to monitor HP Jet Direct printers by creating etc nagios3 config.d services printer.cfg containing these highlighted lines. Awesome. Now we will see how it works. Here we've defined a new host group in order to be able to more easily add additional printers in the future. This host group configuration could also exist in host groups _nagios2.cfg, but for our purposes, it makes sense to coexist with the service itself. Next, we define the service itself, basing it upon the generic service template defined in generic service nagios2.cfg. We then give it a service description, which must be unique for a given server. You may have multiple services with the same name as long as they do not apply to the same systems, but you may want to avoid this in order to avoid confusion. Next, we define the check underscore command, which is the command that we're going to run in order to collect data on a given service. Our example is the check underscore HPJD command, which uses the HP Jet Direct protocol to collect information about a remote printer. Hewlett-Packard created the protocol for their printers, but a number of other printer vendors implement the protocol as well. Some commands accept arguments, which are defined by separating them by exclamation characters. For example, check underscore users checks a warning threshold for the first argument and a critical threshold for a second argument. Superb! In this video, we monitored services. In our next video, we'll be defining commands.